The gods of our ancestors were not always as we imagine them today. Their depictions have evolved, influenced by the cultures and societies that worship them. History, it seems, has a palette far more diverse than we often give it credit for. The vibrant hues and varied forms of ancient deities reflect a rich tapestry of human belief and creativity. For centuries, the Western world has grown accustomed to images of fair-skinned deities. These images have become deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness. From Renaissance paintings to Hollywood films, this dominant narrative has shaped our perceptions of the divine. These portrayals have often overshadowed other, equally significant depictions. But what if this familiar depiction is only a partial truth? What if there are other stories waiting to be told? Emerging evidence suggests that many ancient cultures, from the Nile Valley to the heart of Africa, envisioned their gods as black. These depictions offer a different perspective on divinity. This revelation challenges long-held assumptions and invites us to re-examine the very roots of our understanding of the divine. It opens up new avenues for exploration and understanding. This is not merely an academic exercise. It is a journey into the heart of human culture and belief. The color of our gods has profound implications for how we understand history, culture, and even ourselves. It influences our identity and our worldview. By exploring these forgotten narratives, we embark on a journey that illuminates not only the past, but also the present and the future. It is a journey that enriches our understanding of humanity. To understand the significance of black gods, we must first venture into the ancient world, a world where the color black held vastly different connotations than it often does today. In those times, black was not merely a shade, but a symbol deeply embedded in the cultural and spiritual fabric of societies. Far from being associated with negativity, black in many cultures represented power, fertility, and the life-giving forces of the earth. It was a color that signified the very essence of existence and the mysteries of creation. The Nile, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, deposited rich black silt onto its banks, ensuring the land's fertility. This silt was not just soil, it was seen as a divine gift that brought prosperity and sustenance. This black land, as it was known, stood in stark contrast to the barren red land of the desert. The fertile black soil was a symbol of life and abundance, while the red desert represented desolation and hardship. The color black, therefore, became synonymous with abundance, prosperity, and the very essence of life itself. It was revered and celebrated in rituals and daily life. This reverence for blackness extended beyond the Nile Valley. Across the African continent, black was a color of deep spiritual significance. In many African cultures, black represented the womb of the earth, the source of all creation, and the protective embrace of the night sky. It was a symbol of the nurturing and protective aspects of nature. It was the color of mystery, of the unknown, and of the powerful forces that governed the natural world. Black was a bridge between the seen and unseen, the known and the unknown. Ancient Egypt offers perhaps the most compelling evidence for the existence of black gods. Here, amidst the towering pyramids and majestic temples, deities were often depicted with dark skin, woolly hair, and other Afrocentric features. Consider Osiris, the god of the underworld and resurrection, often portrayed with green or black skin, symbolizing rebirth and the fertile soil of the Nile. Or Anubis, the jackal-headed god of mummification and the afterlife, whose black color represented the transformative power of death and the promise of eternal life. Even Horus, the falcon-headed god of kingship and the sky, was sometimes depicted with black skin, particularly in his association with the black soil of the Nile and his role as protector of the pharaoh. These examples, far from being isolated instances, reflect a broader pattern within Egyptian iconography, where blackness was frequently associated with divinity. The presence of black gods in ancient Egypt should come as no surprise when we consider the geographic and cultural context. Egypt, after all, is located in Africa, and its religious beliefs were undoubtedly influenced by its African neighbors. Throughout the African continent, from the ancient civilizations of Nubia and Kush to the diverse cultures of sub-Saharan Africa, we find a rich tapestry of indigenous religions that predate the arrival of Christianity and Islam. These religions often featured deities with dark skin and other Afrocentric features, reflecting the physical characteristics of the people who created them. While the specific attributes and stories associated with these gods varied from culture to culture, the underlying theme of black divinity remained remarkably consistent. This suggests a shared cultural memory, a deep-rooted belief system that stretched across the African continent and beyond. Section 5. The Greek and Roman Pantheon. The influence of black gods extended even beyond Africa, leaving its mark on the pantheons of Greece and Rome. While Greek and Roman deities are often depicted as fair-skinned in later European art, their original portrayals were likely far more diverse. Consider, for instance, the Greek god Zeus, whose name, some scholars believe, derives from the Proto-Indo-European word for sky or shine, a linguistic root that also gave rise to the Sanskrit word Dyaus, the Hindu sky god. Interestingly, Dyaus is often described as having a dark complexion, suggesting a possible link to earlier African conceptions of sky gods. Moreover, the Romans, known for their cultural assimilation, readily adopted deities from conquered lands, incorporating them into their own pantheon. As the Roman Empire expanded into North Africa, it encountered black gods such as Serapis and Isis, who gained widespread popularity throughout the empire. Section 6. Suppressed Histories and Eurocentrism. The question then arises, if black gods were so prevalent in the ancient world, why did this knowledge become obscured? How did such rich and diverse histories become hidden from the mainstream narrative? The answer, in part, lies in the complex interplay of power, colonialism, and the Eurocentric lens through which history has often been told. European powers, driven by a desire to dominate and control, systematically rewrote history to suit their own agendas. With the rise of European colonialism and the transatlantic slave trade, there was a deliberate attempt to erase and suppress African history and culture. This was not just a byproduct of colonization but a strategic effort to undermine the identity and heritage of African peoples. Black gods were demonized, their images destroyed or hidden away in museums, and their stories replaced with narratives that reinforced European supremacy. This erasure was so thorough that it has taken generations to begin to uncover the truth. This Eurocentric bias has had a lasting impact on our understanding of history, shaping our perceptions of race, religion, and the very notion of civilization itself. It has influenced educational systems, cultural institutions, and even popular media. It is only in recent decades, with the rise of post-colonial studies and a growing awareness of cultural diversity, that we have begun to challenge these dominant narratives and reclaim the lost histories of black gods. This ongoing effort is crucial for a more inclusive and accurate understanding of our shared past. Section 7. Rethinking our understanding of the divine. The rediscovery of black gods has profound implications for how we understand the divine. It challenges us to move beyond narrow Eurocentric conceptions of spirituality and to embrace a more inclusive and diverse view of the sacred. The existence of black gods reminds us that the divine is not bound by race or ethnicity, but rather transcends such human constructs. It suggests that the face of God is as multifaceted as humanity itself, reflecting the infinite beauty and diversity of creation. This realization has the potential to foster greater understanding and respect between different cultures and religions. By acknowledging the shared roots of human spirituality, we can begin to bridge divides and build a more just and equitable world. Section 8. The importance of representation. The representation of black gods is not merely a matter of historical accuracy, it is also a matter of social justice. For centuries, black people have been denied their rightful place in history, their contributions to civilization marginalized or erased. The presence of black gods in ancient cultures challenges these narratives of black inferiority and provides a powerful counterpoint to the pervasive racism that continues to plague our world. It reminds us that black people have always been central to the human story, shaping our understanding of the world and our place within it. Moreover, seeing images of black gods can have a profound impact on the self-esteem and identity of black children and adults alike. It fosters a sense of belonging, of pride, and of connection to a rich and ancient spiritual heritage. Section 9. A multicolored tapestry of belief. The story of black gods is ultimately a story about the power of perspective. It reminds us that history is not a monolithic entity but rather a tapestry woven from countless threads, each representing a different culture, a different belief system, a different way of seeing the world. By acknowledging the existence of black gods, we begin to unravel the Eurocentric threads that have long dominated our understanding of the past. We create space for new narratives to emerge, narratives that celebrate the diversity of human experience and challenge us to see the world through different eyes. In the end, the journey to uncover the history of black gods is a journey of self-discovery, a journey that leads us not only to a greater understanding of the past, but also to a more just and equitable future for all. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating historical insights. Thank you for watching.